How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more. We're all here in Tutor Arena today. We're doing a user requested deck. Vilis, uh, Bolas the Citadel, and Aetherflux Reservoir. Uh, the build process took longer than expected, if I'm being honest. And part of the reason was that the initial build that I wanted to go towards uh, just wasn't as consistent. It was a bit too scatterbrained. But in the end, I think I came up with something at least enjoyable. So our biggest hurdles for building a Vilis deck that benefits off of Godfarrow's Gift and not Godfarrow's Gift, Bolas's Citadel and Aetherflux Reservoir is finding those two people. That's our biggest problem. So the way, I guess you should actually always choose Kami with Kami's ability, so that when Kami enters, he makes more Kami ability. No, that is never coming back. It's PV. And I believe I just registered that. Yikes. We're probably dead then. You can necromancy at instant speed, by the way. Marionette Master. Survives. It's doing good work. Kami is very dead though. It's sad. But hey, I get necromancy Kami back. Unless necromancy exiles its creature. It's just such a wall of text on a card that I know what it does. Not why or how, you know? It reanimates a creature. Pretty stock standard, and if you reanimate at instant speed, that thing's gonna die. Them are the rules. Play by its rules. Happy to lend a hand. One Ring. One Ring is actually really good with Vilis. I had not realized that. So we run into problem one. We can't find our pieces yet. We have ways in the deck of doing it. We just have to draw them, which means we have to play our commander. And our commander is expensive. So it does make sense that we haven't quite found him yet. But we found the mana to play him. I love the aggressive attacks, Weaving. Yeah, we can actually just do everything. Isn't that neat? We're only going to destroy legendary creatures. Because we don't need to destroy non-legendary creatures. Flip ourselves some Marchesa. And now we can reset the One Ring. We can... Don't know why. Well, maybe there's a bit. He just helps you remove counters if you have to. Fair enough. Sometimes you have to. I'm gonna draw some cards. Play my commander. Stop taking damage from my One Ring. Even though I could have drawn the cards off of it with Vilis. Problem is, Vilis probably just doesn't survive. I think our opponent might be dead, though. I think just the 8/8 in the sky, maybe. Really? Okay. Sure. So many cards. Done that. Yeah, death is coming upon him. Very quickly. That's fine. Beefy is drawing me cards. That's what's happening. Okay, well. Oh. Fine. So let's. Aren't any counters on it, but there's no counters on anything. And then we win by sacrificing the One Ring for style. GG. Not exactly what we planned, but it worked. We have a backup plan. We are back for game number 2. Okay, well, we have a piece of one of our backup plans. No, we talked about the biggest hurdle for the deck is finding your pieces. One of the ways to do that efficiently in black is to entomb the artifact and then return it to hand, basically. It's a little inefficient, but it is a way forward. It is a tangible way forward, I should say. Chunk Tiber. It looks like we're 2 artifact decks. Kind of want to save regrowth fine too. Next turn we can Faithful. We can Faithful's Faller's Faithful. Faller? Neat. Holy crap. How are they gonna sack them? There are ways to do it in black. I know that much. Gotta be a way to do it in white. Maybe even a way in colorless? Discard. I mean, they're doing what we're doing. Kinda. Let's get rid of the legendary creatures. Station that up. Don't have a way to activate Vilis. VV did a lot of work for us last game. That's not necessarily going to work this time. Your library for a artifact, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then discard at random. Draw 3. Things may have gone sour. The problem is our opponent doesn't need pieces to make this happen. Their commander does it. Which our commander can do it, but our commander is more expensive and doesn't reduce the cost of things, right? Like, they're providing in different areas of expertise. Gotta pray for the artifact. Yep. Oriole Vault died. Only to be resurrected. Only to die again. Look like we can only sacrifice one at a time. Sacrifice another artifact. It's not gonna send 18 munitions at our face, which is nice. I'm worried that our opponent might believe it does that. Oh, we sacrifice the Eternity Ladder? Fair enough. These bugged? One of them left the... No, maybe one of them just entered the battlefield. Slowly dying. This is exactly... Can we do? I mean, we're not gonna need it anymore. Like, this is our final turn. Grab Aetherflux Reservoir first. I say that. Yeah, we can't station that up, so there's no point. We'll just keep the blockers. Probably eventually our opponent is going to find a way to stack all of them. And when they do, we are dead. Take that one. I wanted to regrow my search spell, Beseech the Mirror. You'll get Bolas Citadel set up for next turn, but I took a silly line instead, and it didn't pan out that way. We should have sacrificed the Jet Medallion, but even if we sacrifice... Probably the Jet Medallion is our setup, right? And if we sacrifice our setup for short-term gains, we probably don't get where we're going. This is a Stormy style deck, right? And when the Stormy style deck has to make decisions, they kind of have to make the right decisions. Because if they don't make the right decision, they end up just floundering. Instone. Is there an argument to play Instone in our deck? Maybe, maybe not. I didn't put it in the build. Our curve is very low in comparison to our commander. Trying to get everything set up and then cast a Vilis and then benefit off of his ability, right? That's so I've realized a critical flaw in this deck that I hadn't realized. That may be an issue, but we've never got there, so it hasn't become an issue. The way Vilis interacts may just be slow.
My empire
I think you end up killing yourself before you kill your opponent. The 50 damage trigger goes on the stack. Vilis triggers, you draw 50 cards. You don't have 50 cards in your library, you lose the game.
Success.
And so you die before your opponent. Yikes.
My will is my bow.
I think we're dead, so I'm going to concede this so that we can get another game in. Because I want to get to the point where I know if we are dead, if we actually activate a Vilis with a 8th engine on the field. We are back for game 3. We are 1-1. We beat Vivi. We couldn't beat Sammy. But this hand is great. This is exactly what we want. On 1. Solemn on 4. Well, 3. And then we can beseech for the reservoir. Backing off of the Solemn. Now, if I could draw my Urza's Cave, that'd be great. So I could go with my Cabal Coffers. Well, my Cabal Stronghold. They're functionally similar, but they are different because one only cares about basic lands and the other one, anything will do. Anything at all. Yikes. Opponent. I mean, they got one thing off me. Yeah. I guess we agreed. Yeah, I think we have to greed. Next turn we find the Bolas' Citadel, and we are off to the races. The turn after we'll have the 8 mana for which I think just kills you. Which I'm pretty sure just kills you. But hey, could be fun too. Oh, we are dead. Fair enough. We don't have a pull. Well, we could be running a pull. It might be worth it to run Karn, the Great Creator, because he can get things from exile. So probably gone. Even though you technically draw 2 every time you deal combat damage with our commander out. My Bolas is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, we should have. Well, we couldn't have got rid of the Sculptor anyways. Take action. What have you guys hit? Nothing actually good. Necromancy. I guess we just grab a Wrath for next turn. These ones are odd, so they're safe. Sack out would probably doesn't matter. I'm gonna take the Solemn. Get rid of it that way then. Did kind of load up our board. But having self graveyard hate actually can't be relevant apparently. Oh, are we copying now? Problem is I don't really have anything for them to hit. Marionette Master is something to hit. Probably the best card in my deck. Hit. Copy spell. If they choose 4 off Talon because of the Solemn Simulacrum, it's gonna be sad. 8. Neat. I will not be casting my commander next turn. Our combo got dismantled this time. Which is sad. But it does happen. And we're not giving up yet. There's a chance that this could still work out. Say that as the Giga Terror comes down again. Gigan Cyberclaw Terror? He's Garuda, basically. He's Garuda. Big action. I mean, we've won the card advantage battle. Like, that is nice. So much exile. Need another rat. I think if I continue to work on this deck, I'll try to pivot it towards a full graveyard strategy. I feel like that's where we can find the most consistent. We could go 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3 is perfect. I mean, we have 1 ring protection for a turn. We have to rely on a backup plan now that we don't have our Aetherflux Reservoir. It's such a fun card, but paying 50 life, like, we can't do it anymore anyways. Like, the deck is inherently on a time crunch, right? If you can't get the two pieces you're looking for in the top 50 cards of your library, you lose the game. And even then, you probably still lose the game. There are ways to stop it though. Like you could switch out one of the 6 drops for Lich's Mastery. That comes with its own can of worms. Particularly, like if it's destroyed, you lose automatically. There's no way around that. Well, there's a way around it by just adding to the problem, right? Like if you put redundancy in to keep yourself alive, on the off chance that that's going to be the thing that kills you, you end up making the deck worth anyways. And Bolas' Citadel, you pay life, so that's also going to end up drawing you cards. So you basically have the top 50 cards. The top 50 cards to win the game. Although I don't actually think you need it. I think it's less bothersome than it appears. We just happen to be up against a deck that mills a lot. Like against a Garuda matchup, we were never gonna dome our opponent for 50 without killing ourselves. Or without not using our commander, basically. Well, I'm getting to see most of the deck. That's nice. Land, draw some cards. Reanimate, maybe? Gotta go over to my graveyard. Marionette Masters. Three counters on it. Wrapped Trawler. Resolve. Back to one ring. And I want something cheap. And definitely a way to do this. We just didn't have another enchantment. I'm pretty sure we're dead. We have 17 cards in the library. And they have more than 3 copy spells. It's over. It's so over. Ugh. GG. Well, that's a bit disappointing. 1-2. Not bad. Not great. Take a minute to look at the deck. So I'll be back. Alright, back, but very quick, because we are at 30 minutes. The ideal behind the deck is you either entomb your artifacts and then return them to hand so you can cast them, or you beseech them. You can beseech where is it? Aetherflux Reservoir right onto the battlefield, which is nice. Bolas' Citadel, you have to pay full price for, no matter what. But there are cost reductions. lots of early game ramps so we can actually cast our commander. Because in my initial build, I ended up playing mini games where I just didn't cast my commander because I never got 8 mana to play him. But if you can lower his price to 7 and then put a land on the battlefield with either uh, Solemn or Wayfarer's Bauble or a rock in between, he's much more manageable to cast. The biggest concern of the deck is that if your piece gets removed, you need a backup plan, which is why we have our Marionette Master and a bunch of sack synergies. It also comes with the added risk that between paying for Bolas' Citadel and paying for Reservoir, you end up killing yourself. So you could build the deck in a way where you have like Shieldred, 4 mana Shieldred, wherever you gain 2 life where you draw a card. That could help you not die. Or you could go in Lich's Mastery build. Both are viable options. I went with an artifact build because uh, with Workshop Assistant, with Scrap Trawler, and Junk Diver on Arena, it's very easy to get an artifact out of the graveyard into your hand. And that means that the black cards in our deck actually can contribute to assembling our combo instead of being just support structure. So either way, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, suggest more decks. We'll probably revisit Vilis at some point, so look forward to that too. Bye for now.